On 25 February 2024, when Natasha Kaul kicked up a storm on social media platform X, claiming that she was denied entry in India by the immigration office at Bengaluru airport after she landed from London. She was invited by the government of Karnataka to speak at a conference to be held on 24th and 25th February in Bengaluru. She has since been deported back to London. But who is this Professor Natasha Kaul? Kaul was born in Gorakhpur and raised in Delhi to a Kashmiri Pandit family. Her ex-bio describes her as a British academic, writer and poet based in London. After the abrogation of Article 370, which removed the special status of former state of Jammu and Kashmir, the US House Foreign Affairs organized a committee hearing on South Asia human rights in October 2019. Several anti-Indian, anti-Hindu statements were made in this hearing. Natasha Kaul was one of the panelists in this hearing. In her written submission, she made several controversial statements, but let me quote one for you. During the beginning of armed uprising against Indian state, following on from the widely reported electoral riggings in 1987, the mass migration of Kashmiri Pandits occurred. Notice the terms armed uprising and mass migration. Firstly, it wasn't an armed uprising but Islamic Jihad sponsored and supported by Pakistan. And secondly, it was not mass migration but genocide of Kashmiri Pandits which forced them to flee their homes. Announcements were made from mosques asking Kashmiri Hindus to either leave, convert to Islam or die. Lakhs of Kashmiri Hindus had to leave everything they ever owned and were rendered homeless overnight. They were subjected to unspeakable brutality. If you read the entire submission, one would feel that Natasha is only blaming the Indian state for the Kashmir issue and genocide of Kashmiri Hindus, while everyone knows that it was only due to radical Islamic terrorism. Her understanding and political stance on Kashmir is indeed quite disturbing. Natasha has written several books on Kashmir. One of them, Kashmir, A Place of Blood and Memory, is recommended by the Jindal Global Law School for its students under the Social Movement Course Manual. In this book, Kaul has termed India as an aggressor occupying Kashmir. This has also been Pakistan as well as separatist stance on the Kashmir issue. Kaul has also been a Kashmiri Hindu genocide denier, whitewashing the crimes against the community she was born in, and has often peddled the narrative that works in favor of enemies of India. Natasha has been seen multiple times with several organizations, namely Stand with Kashmir and Kashmir Solidarity Movement. Just do a simple Google search and you will find that Kaul is included even in Stand with Kashmir's syllabus. In 2019, Stand with Kashmir was set up by a Kashmiri activist, Hafsa Kanjwal, with her cousin Samira Fazli. However, on documents, Saila Ashai is the founder of this organization. She is the daughter of Tony Ashai, who has given several inflammatory speeches on Kashmir and has been alleged to be involved with ISI. Notably, Hafsa Kanjwal herself has been involved with Ghulam Nabi Fai, a literal ISI puppet and Jamaat-e-Islami activist who was arrested in 2011 by the FBI for acting as an unregistered foreign agent. Further, Natasha has been platformed by anti-India organizations such as Indian American Muslim Council and Hindus for Human Rights. For example, on April 2022, she along with her gay rights activist husband were invited for a discussion. The event was organized by both IMC and HFHR. IMC is an organization that has lobbied against India and its interests for years. Not only it constantly peddles a venomous narrative against India, but IMC is also linked to Jamaat and its affiliated organizations. It closely works with an organization, Hindus for Human Rights, another organization that has been co-founded by Sunita Vishwanath, who both directly and indirectly has been involved with George Soros and his organizations. And let's not even start with Soros, the radical left businessman who has been accused of funneling billions around the globe to topple world governments and destroy economies. Recently, Soros had even wished to see a democratic revival in India. Natasha Kaul. Now, when we look at her background, one might wonder why so-called fighters of freedom of speech are presenting Kaul as some sort of a messiah who is being oppressed. Another important question is why a state government in India invited this individual for an event in the first place. Karnataka is currently being ruled by a Congress government. When we looked more into Natasha, we discovered a detail in her profile. Natasha has received a travel grant by Rajiv Gandhi Foundation in year 2000. Notably, the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation was set up in year 1991, of which Sonia Gandhi is the chairperson. Former PM Dr. Manmohan Singh, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, former Union Minister P. Chidambaram, among several other Congress leaders, are the trustees of this foundation. Several charges have been leveled against this foundation, such as illegal foreign funding, due to which its FCRA license was revoked in year 2022. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, on cancellation of FCRA license, had stated that the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation had got grants from the Chinese embassy and Islamic preacher Zakir Naik. that the Congress government in Karnataka invited an anti-India individual who speaks a language of separatists and does not have India's best interest in mind does not quite come as a surprise. After all, the party is known to have flirted with terrorists and separatists in a bid to appease its voter base.